Hi and welcome to Divi Coaching. A couple of days ago I put this tutorial up which was looking at how to arrange more than one button in a single row horizontally in Divi. If you haven't yet seen that video, then there's a card on screen now and it might be worth you watching that one and then coming back to this one. Now, quite a few of you, quite rightly, have pointed out to me that I didn't deal with what happens with the responsive options. So, for example, if you go to the tablet view, it doesn't look great, and if you go to the mobile view, it looks even worse. So today we're going to look at the easy ways to sort those out. There are actually a couple of ways to fix the tablet view, the first of which is simply just to reduce the size of the buttons. So if we go into the first of the buttons, we go to Design, we go to Button. Choosing the button text size, we make sure we have responsive mode enabled, and we choose Tablet, and we reduce the button size to 12 pixels. If we then go to this little ... sign here, and we say extend button text size, and we say all buttons on this row, that will actually completely fix this view. So that's option one. The other way to sort out the tablet version is to make some changes to the CSS. Now this time all of the CSS snippets that you'll need are in the description below. So first we'll go into the row settings, then into the column settings, then we'll choose the Advanced tab and click on Custom CSS. This time we'll make sure that the responsive mode is enabled and we'll click on Tablet. Now we will start, as before, with Display Flex, but this time we will add an additional line which is Flex Wrap : Wrap, which you will see will wrap the elements. We can then go on to the next line and we can say justify content as before, but this time instead of space around or space between, we're going to say center, and that will center all of our buttons. So that's already looking a lot better, but we do need to do something about sorting out the spacing. So to do that, we'll go into the first button setting, we'll go to the Design tab, we will go to Spacing, and we will look at the responsive view here, and on the margin we will enable responsive view and we will choose Tablet. We will then go into the right margin setting and we will set a margin of 10 pixels, which will space this button away from the one next to it. We're then going to go into the ... next to the margin. We're going to copy that margin setting and we're going to close the dialog. We can now go back to tablet mode. We can choose the ... on the next module over and we can paste the margin style. We can then choose the first button in the row below, and once again we can paste the margin style. And if we save those changes, we've now sorted out the tablet version. Now we need to have a look at the phone view, and I'm actually going to choose a different solution for this. It's difficult to reliably get these to wrap because so many phones are so many different widths and things can end up wrapping in different strange places. So I'm going to go, as I say, with a different solution. So for that, I'm going to go into the row setting, into the column setting, into Advanced, into Custom CSS, and instead of the CSS that we had before, I'm actually going to reset this by putting in Display Block. And that's going to actually reset the display to the default. Once I've done that, I'm going to go into the button setting, choosing the first button. I'm going to go to Design, Alignment, and I'm going to center, make sure, again, I'm in responsive mode, mobile, and I'm going to center that button. I'm then going to click on the ... and I'm going to extend button alignment to all buttons on this page. So we've now centered all the buttons. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Advanced tab, Custom CSS, again making sure I have responsive mode and have chosen phone, and I'm going to type width 100%, and you'll see that extends the button to fill all of the available space. We now need to apply the 100% width to the rest of these buttons. Now I've had some issues with extending the style, so I'm actually going to use a different method. I'm going to go with Copy Custom CSS Styles, and I'm then going to go through and paste custom CSS styles to each of the buttons in turn. And once we've done that, we end up with a nice set of buttons that are responsive for all different sizes of mobile, and I think works better than trying to wrap them. Well, I hope this video has been useful. If so, then please do give me a like or subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.